is day 8 of 30 of building my AI startup and sharing some thoughts along the way. So today's going to be a bit of a short one, but it's an important one. It's about 9 p.m. here and I've been out of town all day, but I wanted to clock in a couple hours on the project. And it's about how a project evolves the more time you spend with it. So I talked about this a little bit in another video, but one of the things that we started off with was a very simple process that stitched together a bunch of different steps, really in a basic way, but that helped us to prove out that the idea that we were working with is valuable and it does have legs, and if we can nail this, then somebody would be willing to pay for it. But since then, we've gone through many different meandering routes to how we would actually do this in reality. We went through a process of looking at different frameworks, so we had a look at different tech, we had a look at different prompts, we had a look at different tools, like different platforms, and each of these requires a fair bit of time to invest in to really understand if it is going to apply to your specific scenario. And then it's quite disheartening when you sort of go through that process and realize that actually this might not be worth it, or it doesn't do the thing that we need it to do. But I think we've got on towards a tech stack which does meet what we're looking for, and that is Next.js on the app side, so that'll be what the app is actually built with. We're going to use Anthropic for the AI components initially, just because it's best at creating the outputs that we need, which will be code-based, even though we will need some element of design to that. And then we're going to be using Mastra, which is a framework for managing AI agents and creating workflows around them. Now, Mastra uses a piece of tech that we wanted to start with, which is the AI SDK, which is also from Vercel, who actually creates Next.js and is actually the place that we're going to be deploying all of this. So some of these things will have a lot of overlap to them, but this is the sort of core tech that we're going to be using, and right now we're focused on that agentic behavior. So that's putting together a specific workflow, a daisy chain of actions that will help us go from 0 in terms of an input, just raw materials, to something that's prospect ready on the output. And that's what we're aiming for, that's what we're working on, and that's a tech stack that we're going to be using to get there. I'll see you tomorrow.